Hey folks, it's Tom, your frugal prepper. So I just wanted to do a quick video. I stopped and topped off a few little of the basics of my preps today. And this just is to show you that you don't have to have a lot of money to start getting prepared. You don't have to buy the expensive stuff from all these alarmist channels that have these stores that have these food buckets for $400, $500, $600, $700, $800 with a month's worth of food in it. You don't need to do that. And so if you're having a hard time right now, if you're on food stamps, you can make them stretch and you can stock up on this kind of stuff and not spend a lot of money. So what I spent today was $40.15. You could buy half this amount of stuff and do $20 on a payday or $10 worth on a payday. But every time that you buy something and put it up, you're going to spend some money, but you're going to have that for the future and you're going to be more prepared than you were the day before. So here's what $40 can get you. So I got the 3-pack of instant ramen. These are just handy to grab if you need something quick. A lot of this stuff isn't stuff I would eat normally because I'm diabetic, but my family can eat it, and in an emergency I will eat carbohydrates, but I will just severely have to limit them. 2 boxes of spaghetti. That'll make a good 4 meals easy for my family, I got some pinto beans. I got some lentils. Lentils are nice because you don't have to soak them overnight or anything like you do regular beans. They're a good source of protein. You just boil these for 20-30 minutes and they're good to go. In fact, they'll cook in about the same time as the white rice. So you can just cook them together in the same pot. Just some long white rice. I got 3 bags of that. I also got some chicken bouillon. This is really good. It's high in sodium, but sodium really isn't a problem for humans. They just pee out the extra, and if you're doing work and you're sweating and you don't have air conditioning or something in an SHTF situation, you would probably need the sodium. Cat, be quiet. And so this is the some daytime liquid capsules, some cold medicine just to have to put back in case you get a little bit of a runny nose or something. I also got some allergy relief tablets, which I think my son normally takes that kind, so those won't go to waste for sure. But just a little bit of medical stuff to have on the side. I got this can of mushrooms because you can mix that with the rice, the lentils, the beans, put some mushrooms in there. I would have got a couple cans, but they only had 1 left. Garlic salt. This is a good way to get some salt into your food, and it's garlicky and it tastes good, and it works well with the chicken bouillon kind of thing. I got a thing of kosher spear pickles because I like these, and they're good, but they don't have much of a caloric benefit, but it is nice to have something to snack on now and then, so these are kind of a freebie on a keto diet. You can eat as many as you want. I got this 1 6-pack of water. This isn't enough water. Now you can store water for free easily. Get old soda bottles, old 2-liter soda bottles, wash them out, fill those things up with water, put the cap on, and they'll stay good for years and years. And it's free water out of your tap, right? But having some handy bottles of water to take around with you is always a good idea. And you could get more of these or less of them, however many you want. I got 4 things of red kidney beans. These are great. I again have to limit how many of these I eat, especially on keto or just being diabetic. But you can have some. They work well with rice, red beans and rice, You can actually take and can these in a pressure canner, which is what I do, and then have them in jars ready to go. But they'll stay good for a very long time. Most of these beans, lentils and beans, will grow. So these are actual seeds. And I have planted these before. And one year I grew a big patch of lentils. I just took a bag of lentils and threw them down in the dirt, and I had lentils growing. Now, lentils are a pain in the butt to harvest manually. You only get 2 or 3 lentils per pod, and they're a pain. But in an emergency, you could use these as seeds to grow more food. Now, kidney beans don't grow well except down south. They just don't have a really long growing season. I got some Star-Kissed Chunk Light tuna. I got 5 cans of that. So that can mix with the beans and the rice and the stuff, put a little meat, a little protein in there. I got this thing of instant oatmeal, right? Oats are always a good thing to store and have on hand. Hey, it's $1 for this big old bag. I got 4 things of Prego spaghetti sauce. These are nice because they have the pull top lid. So that's another thing. Make sure you have a manual can opener for your canned goods that you're storing, unless they all have pull top lids. There is ways to open these without a can opener. The easiest way is to take it out, turn it upside down, and rub it on the concrete until you rub the rim off the lid, and then you can pry the lid up. But having a manual can opener for $1 or $2 would be a good idea. So I got 2 things of these sliced potatoes, just because they're potatoes and they have calories. I got some white turkey. They didn't have any canned chicken, so I got this canned white turkey. I got 4 cans of that. You can mix that with the chicken bouillon and the rice and have something good. I got the old ramen, the old top ramen. I got 3 packs of that, 2 chicken and 1 shrimp flavored pack. And I got some peas, because peas go good with rice, even though they're kind of carbohydrate-y. But you can always take some chicken and some peas, mix it with some rice, maybe a few lentils, and you have, food in your belly, right? And you're not starving. So, something to think about. What are you going to do if you can't buy any food for whatever reason? The truck drivers aren't driving. So far all we've had is minor inconvenient shortages of things, but there's always been something else you could buy to eat. We're not starving. But what if one day you can't? Having some of this stuff on hand will severely help, right? And so, for $40 here, there's probably a couple weeks to 3 weeks worth of eating for my family for $40, if we stretched it out. For a single person, this could last a month. That's always something. And the white rice is something you can mix in hamburger helper. You mix it up in anything, any kind of those meals, and it'll stretch it out. So white rice is always a good thing for that. But this just goes to show you that you can start to prep. You could do this even if you're on food stamps. Just take $10 worth of your food stamps every month and go and buy a few things like this to just put on the shelf. The other thing people don't often realize about the food stamps is that you can buy plants. So if you go to like Kroger's or a grocery store that has a little garden plant thing outside, you can buy gardening food type plants. You can buy tomato, pepper plants, squash plants, any of those kind of plants you can buy on food stamps. And so you could get some free plants and just till you up a little spot, hand dig it, whatever, in your yard and plant them. If you don't like to water every day, throw some mulch over it, and you'll have something from it, right? So that $3 plant could yield you, $40 worth of tomatoes or whatever. But anyway, that's all I got, folks. Just remember, we not long ago went through a toilet paper shortage. We went through power outages in Texas. We've gone through all this stuff with the pandemic, and it should hopefully make you realize how fragile that system is to get the groceries from the factories to the stores and into our hands, and how easy it is to run out of stuff. And so especially if there's any kind of natural disaster, tornadoes, hurricanes, you know, having some food on hand gives you options, and it doesn't cost very much. All right, I'll talk to y'all later. This is Tom, your frugal prepper.